welcome again to excelmind. In today's video, we're gonna see how you can create a password protected Excel sheet with the help of VBA. We'll show you an example. If we open any sheet, it's a prompt to enter the password, and there is nothing over there. You can't do anything on the screen, okay, unless and until you add the password. So, take an example. If we add anything like ABC and try to log in, it gives us a message as incorrect password. You can try anything like Excel incorrect password. And if you try to just cancel this, it give you a prompt. Please use the close button to close the Excel. And if you use this, uh, it's gone. You can't access the sheet unless you have the password. So, if you have the password, let's add the password which we have added as admin and we try to log in. You got the access and here you see it with the data got unhide. And the moment you save this file, you work on this file and you save this and you close this, and again when you access, can't see that data because it's got hidden, and to get access of that you need the password. So we'll add that and see, the moment I click on login, my SID got activated. So let's see how we have created this. We have created a user form, this, and we have written some notes like code behind this, and the same we have done for the cancelled one. For the cross, we have written this. Now, the password. The password has been added over here under the data sheet here. So what our program do is whenever we add the password, okay, under the text box number 1, it gets added on the A3 cell, okay, and then we have used the if function. From that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna match A3 with A2, and if that matched, then user form will be unloaded and they will get the access for the sheet. And the moment user form get unloaded, your data sheet got visible. If this A2 doesn't match to A3, then we have used the else. If this doesn't match, then it should give us a message box which will give us a message like incorrect password. With that, it will give us a OK button. So we have used VB OK only. So again, whenever you start sub, you do the end sub. So we have started the if. So we have used the end if. And for the close button, what we have done is whenever someone is clicking on the cancel button or close button, okay, what it is gonna do, it is gonna save the file. No, why this is going to save? Because see, if we remove this and if we run that function and if we try to cancel, see, it's going it's giving us a prompt to save and don't save. And if we put cancel, then it's directly unload the user form. So we don't want that. We don't want our user form to get unloaded. So just to make sure that it doesn't give us that prompt, we are giving the command that whenever we click on the cancel button, it should save the file and it should close the file. Then this workbook gets closed and your user form gets unloaded. Okay, and for the cross sign, we have used the same function which we have used in our previous video. If you want to know more about it, then you can watch our previous video. You can get the link above this video. Okay, so this is how we have written this. And again, for all these things, you need to have an access of developer tab. And in our previous video, we have also shown how you can get this tab. So you can watch that video. If you have not watched, please go and watch and see how easy it's to just activate the developer tab. So let's start our video and let's create the user form for login the Excel. And to create the form, we need to go into the developer tab and click on Visual Basic. Okay. So here we have already written our code. All right. So what we will doing will be just deleting everything. We'll delete this form as well. Okay. So this is how it's gonna look. And on your data sheet, what you have to do, you anywhere you want to have your password, just write down the password. So we have written over here on A1 cell as in password, and the password is admin, which is written on the A2 cell. Okay. So first we'll be creating the user form, which is our login screen. So to create that, go to the insert and click on user form. So this is how it's gonna look. Now we want this to be named as in to login. Okay, get the access. So we'll be writing login to access page. Okay, login to access the page. See here. So if you check, it will show up like this. Login to access the page. Good. Now we want our page, the background of the page of white. So you have to go into the back color, then select the white from here. Now we'll be adding a label. To add the label, click on label from controls, and with just one click, you can add it. So we'll be writing our name like excelmind. You can write anything. And to change the font, just have to go under the properties and click on the font. From here, you can change the font. So what we'll be doing will be keeping an Arial font in a bold one with 14 as a size. Okay, so this is how our label will be saved. Now the reason behind keeping this white, because the font is also background of the font is also white. It's getting matched and it's look good enough. You can change the any color and you can keep this font background with the same color as well. So now we'll be adding our logo so that it look more good and more realistic. So from here, image, and with the help of mouse left key, just draw it. Okay. Then from the properties under the picture section, click here um, and select the part where your logo is, and then select and open. To get this logo inside this box, we have to change the picture size mode to second one. Here you go. You got your logo ready, and this is gonna look like this. Okay. So next, you can do it and anyway. We'll be keeping it over here so that it looks more good. Now the next part is to add the password label. So again, we'll be adding a label. We'll be renaming it as password. Then change the font again bold, and we'll keep it somewhere at 12. And to this, we'll just change it to comforting to 16. Now it's look good. And your password, just place it wherever you want. Then to add the password, we need a text box. So from control, create a text box. There you go. Well, let's see how it's look on Excel sheet. Yeah, it looks perfect. Now it's time to add the buttons. So we need the two buttons over here. The first one is to log in, and the second one is to cancel. So let's add the button. The first button with single click, you can add the name. We'll write it as login. You can change the font. You can increase the font size. We'll keep it somewhere around 12. Yeah. And we'll add a second one, so you can copy and paste, or you can create the another one. Okay, with single click, we'll change this to close or cancel. Okay, we'll just move this a little bit here. Okay, now buttons are ready, and see, it looks really nice over here. It's not gonna work because we need to write the code behind this, right? So to write the code, what we have to do, just have to double click on the login button. Okay, because we are going to write the code for login, and so so that whenever someone clicks on the login button, it should read what we have written. So first, we're gonna write that whenever someone clicks on the login button, it should take the text box value and paste it on the A3 cell. Okay, so to do that, we'll write seats under bracket our seat name where the value should be pasted. So our seat name is data, right? So seat double inverted comma data, and then bracket close dot range bracket open. Now we have to give the range, that means the part where we want that value to be pasted. So we want it on the this sheet A3 cell. So we'll be writing A3, and we want the value to be pasted over there, right? And we'll be adding an equal to whatever that is on the text box number 1. So equal to text box 1 dot the text value. Whatever there is a text value inside the text box number 1, it should get pasted on the data sheet cell number A3. Okay. Next. Now we want a if condition. Now what our if condition is gonna do? If condition is gonna check A3 value with the A2 value, and if these both get matched, that means our password is right? So when our A2, which is our password, is matched with the text box value, then our form should get unloaded. Okay, so how we are going to write that? So we'll be writing an if condition. If states data, this is our sheet, dot range, range A2, where our password is already being feeded. Sorry, I should say that A2 dot value is equal to, again it should equal to what? A3, right? So we'll be writing data, that is our street name, bracket close, dot range. Okay, and our range is A3, right? Because this both gonna get matched. Dot value. Okay, now what we have written, if this is equal to, oh sorry, it should be that. If this is equal to this, we'll write then we have added the comma, so it should be dot. Then if this both equals, then it should unload me. Unload me, that means me, we are representing a user form. So it will unload our user form. Okay. Now this is what it's gonna do. And after this get unloaded, we want our data set to get visible. As we have shown you that whenever we open our Excel, we can't see this data sheet because there's our password, and in that sheet we have our data as well. So it should not get visible unless and until someone adds the password. So if the password is correct, our login screen should get unloaded, and our data sheet, which is sheet data, that's our sheet name, dot visible equal to, will add as, so that means two means it should get visible. Now this is what, if all the things goes right, like the password is correct and everything, right? What if the password is incorrect? So we'll be writing else. We have written if it's get success, then it should happen like this. Else we should get a message box, and to get the message box, we'll write message box, and we have to type the message. What message we want? We want a message should prompt as incorrect password. Okay, and comma, we should get a OK button with that on that message box. So that VB OK only. So now we have written the code for this, and now we have created the if. So we have to end that as well. So we'll write that end if. Okay. So this has been completed. So let's see if it's work or not. So to do that, we'll just run this code. Let's type something. Oh, see, it's getting incorrect password, and the data is getting added over here. Whatever we type over here, and okay. And if we type as the password and click on login, see, we got this here, and this both get matched, and your user form get closed. Cool. So now this was all about the login button. Now we have to write something for the cancel as well, so that whenever a user click on the cancel button, okay, so our Excel should get closed, and first it should get saved and then closed. So what we are going to do to write the code for the cancel button, just double click on the cancel button and start writing it. So we'll be writing active workbook dot save. Now this is gonna avoid the pop-up which we get that while closing the Excel, that is whether you want to save the Excel or not. So this is gonna avoid that, and it is directly gonna save the Excel. Okay, then we'll command this workbook should close. Okay, so we have written that if someone click on the cancel button, then our workbook should get saved and get closed. Then it should unload the form, because we have first closed the workbook so that they don't get the access, and then we'll unload me. Okay, me means form. Now we have written all this for the cancel button. Now we have one more, which is the cross sign of that. So if someone click on the cross sign, then our user form get closed. So we don't want that. So to do that, to just disable that cancel button, what you have to do is you have to just write it private sub from here we'll be adding a user form. Sorry, we'll be selecting user form, and then from here we'll be selecting query close. Okay, you can just delete this because it's not needed, and under this we'll be writing an if, again, if condition. That means if someone click on that checkbox, close checkbox, then they should get a message box, and they should get an OK button to get back onto the our login screen. So we'll be writing if close mode is equal to VB form control menu space, then I should write as form and not font, then cancel will be true, and should get the message box will be please use, oh, sorry, please use the cancel button. Okay, to close the Excel. So whenever someone click on that, we should get a message box as you can to use the close button, or you can write, because we don't have the close button, we have cancel button. So we'll, instead of close, we'll add this as in cancel. Oh, sorry, we already written that. Sorry, yeah, cancel button. Now we have created the if condition, to we have to end that as well. So we'll write end if, and it's done. Okay, so we have written the code for the user form. Now we want the code to get the user form whenever our Excel gets open. So to do that, we will be going into the this workbook. Just double click on the this workbook, click on workbook, and from the next drop down section, just select open. That means whenever someone opens this workbook, okay, so whenever someone opens this workbook, so it should hide the data sheet. That means sheets data dot visible equals false. Okay, and the moment our data sheet gets hide, it should give the user form. It should activate the user form number one. So here our user form name is as user form number one. So you will be writing user form number one dot show. If you have named this with some other thing, then you should be writing that over here. So this all was we have done with the coding. So let's do some check. We'll first save this and we'll check our whether it's working or not. So let's play. Okay, you can see our data. The moment this get activated, our data sheet got hidden. And if we type anything, it's giving us a prompt as incorrect password. And if we use this close button, please use the cancel button to close the Excel. Okay, and if we write as in password as admin, yep, we got this access and our data sheet got hidden. Okay, so we'll check the cancel button now, whether it's working fine or not. So let's check the cancel button. So see, our Excel get closed. So now let's try to open the form again. So let's open this Excel sheet here. Our data not there, and to get the access for that, we'll be typing as admin, try to log in, and here you go. You got your access to S8. Okay, so this is how you can create your own Excel login user form and protect your sheet with the help of VBA. For more such tutorial, please follow excelmind.